In North Africa, there is a language called Kouali. Most of the words from that Kouali originating language are derived from Arabic. In Arab, there is a term called Baisa. The note for note they call Baisa. And the same word which is translated into Kouali language, it becomes Pesa. Okay. The Pesa meaning, the Pesa originated from India, that is called Paisa. If you understand the common language of the payments across the world, it is almost similar. So, the language of payment is similar everywhere. The payment language is similar everywhere, but we have to understand the basics so that all the payments can be understood easily. We need not have to understand each and every format of the payment. Example, CMBO payment, CMBU payment, PAIN format, XML format, CHAPS, parcel payments. There are so many payments. You need not have to understand all those things. Just you have to understand what is payments, what is payment system, such that you can apply all those basic rules to every payment in the world. So that if you understand the basics of the payment, you need not have to worry about what kind of payment I am working with. Whether it is a mobile payment, whether it is an internet payment, whether it is a RuPay, or whatever it may be, you need not have to worry about those business rules. Just understand the basics, you will be perfect. Okay, let's come to the point. There are many people who have worked here for the payment system for so many years. Let me ask a question to you all. What is payments system? Why the word system is there? If you go to PASI as well, we call it as payment system. Why the word is systems is available there? Why systems we have put word? Whether it is computer, whether it is system, whether it is a program, why that word system is there? Okay. I need to understand this payment systems, I need 4 or 5 volunteers. Please participate. No, I don't ask questions. I don't ask questions. I need 2 from here, 2 from this side. Perhaps I can pick any of you, 2 of you. Yes, can I pick? No, please sit where you are. Wherever you are, you please sit there itself. Okay. I will give you 1 cap.
Aam Aadmi Party.
1 more cap. Who will participate this side? Sham. 1 more person? Your friend. No, I want this side. Please come this side. Come this side. Come this side.
I have to wear cap. I have to come there.
Politician, yeah. You have a girlfriend.
Yes. Okay. We have got, as of now, we have got 4 participants. Let's put some feather to their caps. Okay. I will put feather to them. One is put this here. Come When beneficiary 1. This is P1 means payer 1. Okay, can you see this? This is B1. B means banker.
B means banker.
Okay, here it is B2 means banker 2. Okay, everybody has got feathers on their caps. Okay, now payer 1 would like to pay some amount to beneficiary. I will give you some amount. Okay, so that you can pay him.
Give him big amount.
Yes. Please take 1,000 rupees. Please. Yes, of course. Please pay to the beneficiary through your bank 1.
Through my bank 1.
Okay. You give the money to the bank 1. You cannot get up. So you understood the concept that without getting up, she has to pass it. Since we need 1 intermediary. 1 more person is required. Please come here. Who will come? Pandit?
It's you.
You can. Yes, can. Yes, you can see C. Can you see C here? Yes. C is for clearing house. Okay. Please pass it to him. 1,000. Yes. Please pass this 1,000 to the beneficiary's bank. I will tell you. Please pass to the beneficiary. Okay. Now you have seen how clearing works. Payer pays to his bank pays to the clearing house pays to the beneficiary's bank gives to beneficiary. Okay. Now in this scenario, I will give you one more example. One more time you have to pay. I need one more beneficiary. Will you be the beneficiary? Yes. This is beneficiary 2. Okay. And I need one more payer. Yes. Become payer. Payer 2. Yes, payer 2. What are you here? Beneficiary, she's payer 1. Beneficiary 1. I will interchange a little bit. I'll give it to payer here. Give me that beneficiary. No, beneficiary.
Not the cap.
Okay. Now, payer 1, who is payer 1? You are payer 1. You pay to beneficiary 2.
Or pay to beneficiary two.
Who is beneficiary 2? No, pay to beneficiary 1.
Beneficiary one.
Beneficiary 1 is
2 times.
beneficiary 1. Yeah, give it to beneficiary. Keep it with you, one day. It has come to you. Now, you pay to beneficiary 1. You give it to the bank? Give it to the bank? Okay. Come to the clearing house. Okay. Now you have to pay 7,000 rupees to this bank, and this bank has to pay 3,000 to this bank. How much is the net amount? 7,000 rupees you have to pay here. This bank has to pay 3,000 rupees to this bank. What is the net amount? 4,000. You pay the net amount. Net amount is 4,000 rupees. Correct? Go to give net amount of 4,000 to that bank. Jyoti. Okay. This concept of netting. This concept of netting is called NEFT. Means whenever an NEFT happens, it happens after netting. You got it? At a cut-off time, all the banks payments will come to the clearing house. Clearing house calculates how much each bank has to pay and how much each bank has to receive. It will pay only net amount. This is clearance NEFT. In Indian terms, it is called NEFT payment. Okay. Before that, earlier we have paid only 1,000, straight through 1,000. That is called RTGS. RTGS means real-time gross settlement. NEFT means forgot.
Electronic fund transfer.
National Electronic Fund Transfer. In NEFT, what happens? In NEFT, netting happens. In RTGS, it happens in straight through process without calculating cutting. Now the question, please go back to your seat. Don't remove the cap, I will call back then. Now, question to the floor, why there are two such systems? You name it in any payment system across the world, we have got these two systems. Say for example, in England, BACS and faster payment services are there. BACS, CHAPS and faster payment services are there. BACS is always netted. Okay, CHAPS and FPS is always RTGS, means real-time gross settlement. Now the question is, why we have got two such systems in the world? One is RTGS, another one is NEFT.
Less transaction with
Yes?
less transaction with NEFT.
Less
Because they are
transaction.
netting and
Okay.
actual transfer of monies.
Okay, you are near, okay.
Maybe the load of the transactions to reduce.
Okay,
On
it
a
is
daily
not the load.
basis.
It is not the load because same transaction has already happened. It is only netting happens.
No, when it compares to RTGS, no, most of them will not go for
Number of
RTGS.
transaction transfers will be more.
Pardon?
NEFT limitation of amount is.
No, it is not limitation of amount.
Volume.
Volume is correct. One answer is correct. Volume is correct. See what happens in RTGS, it is real-time cross settlement. It doesn't wait for the cut-off time to go. Means as soon as the payment is taken place, it goes to the beneficiary. Usually corporate payments with huge value means billions of dollars are always transferred in RTGS. Small payments for retailers like $1,000, $2,000, it goes in NEFT. Because most of the times for NEFT we have got less charges. For RTGS we have got more charges because it has to establish network. And many a times what happens, liquidity is also a problem. I will come to that point little later stage, what is liquidity and other things. As of now, you have understood what is RTGS, what is NEFT. Now, I will come to the what is corporate payment system, what is payment system. We have got
Excuse me, there is one more thing, right, other than RTGS and it is
IMPS is almost an RTGS.
So no difference.
No difference between RTGS and IMPS.
But why they introduced that?
Yeah.
IMPS is introduced just because it has to work 24 hours. You can pay the beneficiary 24 hours, 24/7, whereas RTGS ends at 6 o'clock in the evening. Okay, now we will not discuss anything country specific. We will not discuss anything country specific such that we will understand only the corporate payment system. You can apply those corporate payment system basics everywhere. Now we have got institutions, intermediaries. We have got institutions and intermediaries. Intermediaries, clearinghouse is an intermediary, and we have got instruments. How you are debiting your account, that is called instruments. Intermediary, institutions, and institutions, intermediaries, and instruments with regulation, all put together is called payment systems. Any question here? Clear? This is payment systems. Any questions till here?
Institution includes both bankers, payers and beneficiaries.
Both bankers,
All three.
all the three. Institutions, intermediaries, and clearinghouse. Now I will come to the point. Next point. There are so many times payer is making the payment to the beneficiary. Beneficiary is always fed up. So many times I have to track, why I have to track all those things. I need not have to track him. He is anyhow making the payment, anyhow always sufficient balance. What this payer says, don't come to me every time. We will make the payment. Okay, he is giving a pre-authorization. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Pre-authorization. Pre-authorization to the beneficiary. Pre-authorization. Now, he has given the pre-authorization to the beneficiary. Beneficiary will tell this pre-authorization to his bank. Okay, use this once again. This bank, it comes to here on the due date. This bank will debit his account. It comes to the clearinghouse. It comes to the beneficiary bank. It comes to the beneficiary. Here you can see two approaches. We have got two approaches for payment. One is push approach, another one is pull approach. Push approach means payer only making the payment directly. Another one is pull approach. Pull approach is he has already given the pre-authorization. Payer has already given the pre-authorization. On the due dates, the payment is debited to his account without his knowledge. Without his knowledge, knowledge is already available. Without his knowledge, this is going to the beneficiary. What is this called in the real-time market? What do we call this instrument? What is this called?
Direct debit.
Yes, it is called direct debit. In the direct debit, it is a full approach. You need not have to pay the money. It will be debited onto your account on the due date. Now next question.
This process of giving the pre-authorization is direct bank to bank to intermediaries.
Pardon?
the process of giving the pre-authorization is direct bank to bank process. No intermediary is required.
Yes, of course, intermediary is not required. To make it more visible to the team members, I have told him that they will see in Japanese, if you go to Japanese internet services, by beneficiary and the payer has to agree each other such that they enter into a direct debit agreement with each other. Then this beneficiary will give the instruction to the beneficiary bank gives the instructions to the payer's bank will ask the payer whether it has to be debited or not. Always intermediaries are required. It depends on which country regulation you are working in. That's why I told I am not talking specifically about any country specific direct debits. Say for example, some countries direct debits, even if you wrongly debit, you can claim back. Okay, some countries you do not have the procedures. Some countries have got very strict legal systems. Such that I am not discussing any country specific legal systems. Now,
For this direct debit, is the kind of transaction should be periodic in nature? It has to be.
I will come to that point. I will come to the next point. Please.
No, just to clarify that to establish the agreement you don't need the intermediary, but anytime an actual transaction happens,
You need
intermediary comes.
Yes, thank you. Now the question is, you might have got standing instructions. Standing instruction, you have heard standing instructions.
Yes.
Now, what is the difference between standing instructions and direct debit? What is the difference between standing instructions and direct debit?
But you are informing only to the payer bank. The standing instruction you can create
Yes,
on your
that is
own
one,
bank.
that is one correct answer. Okay. It is almost push approach.
Yeah.
Next. In a standing instruction, the periodic installments is already fixed. Okay, every month 1,000 rupees I have to pay to my mother. That is a standing instruction. Okay, it cannot be deviated. If you want to deviate, you have to cancel the standing instruction and give another instruction. In the direct debit, what happens? Beneficiary knows what is the invoice amount. Say for example, your telephone bill. Telephone bill changes monthly. Okay, or at a point of due date, it changes. On the due date, you will tell the payers bank that this is the amount you have to debit. The only difference in this direct debit and with the standing instruction is that amount varies from monthly or periodic basis, and that is a push approach, this is a pull approach. Any questions?
Standing instruction, both should be periodic. Only the amount varies in debit, and here the amount doesn't vary.
Here it is a push approach, it is pull approach. Means beneficiary takes back the money from it. See this question, why in India direct debits are not popular? Why in India direct debits are not popular?
Nobody wants to give the control to them.
Yes, nobody wants to give the control to the beneficiary, and we do not have such a legal system wherein which we go to the court and claim back what is not required. If it is an excess amount is debited, that litigation process we do not want to take. That's why direct debits in India are not popular. In most of the developed countries where financial stability is there, where financial legislations are very proper, without direct debit you cannot get service. Without direct debit you cannot get any service. Periodic service, say for example your cable service, your internet services, telephone, so many things are there. In retail customers you need to have a direct debit. Now,
So the telephone bill payment and electricity bill payment, that is direct or standing?
If I am debiting.
It's a direct
one second. Yeah. If you are, it cannot be standing instruction because you do not know the amount of the invoice. So it is always you make the payment on the due date. In India, it is a push approach. Payer makes the payment to the beneficiary. Any question?
It is automatically debited every month. So isn't it?
You might have given ECS.
Easy,
You might have given ECS.
That is standing.
It's direct debit.
So that is direct.
It's direct debit. ECS is direct debit in India.
It's another name.
It's another name. It's all. What I'm telling is it's a pre-authorization. You are authorizing pre-authorization of the debit.
Okay.
Okay, pre-authorization is the debit is done without your instructions further. TCS is also a direct debit. Yes, any question?
Yeah, sir, if I ask the credit card person to debit my phone bill every month for postpaid, that is direct debit, right?
That is direct debit.
Okay.
If-
Based on the bill, they will be directly debiting from my credit card and I will have to pay them according to the bill.
No, you need not have to pay, it is debited to your account.
No, credit card, I'll have to pay whatever it is.
Yes. See, one more example I would like to quote here. See, we understood it is almost similar names, similar process, similar things everywhere in the world. In Kenya, way back in 2005 itself, they have introduced mobile payment. The consolidated payments, the amount of the payments that is done in mobile using mobile application or mobile SMS, it is bigger than the total payments that is done in Europe. Meaning the total number of customers who are using the mobile applications or SMS to make the payment in Europe is lesser than the North African countries. Because the penetration of mobile, it is accessible very easily to most of the people who are below poverty line in Kenyan region. It is very difficult to open a branch, but people can access mobile. So, in 2005, after seeing this success, Barclays Bank introduced a mobile banking application way back in 2012. That is called Barclays Ping. Same is copied in India. Axis Bank has provided in 2015 Axis Ping. See, what I mean to say is, payments across the world is same. You have to understand the basics. Now, if you understand the basics, you can apply the basics to wherever it is available. Okay. Now, in this century, what makes you earn more? Earn more. What is required to earn more? You have got knowledge, you have got sufficient skill set. Apart from that skill set, what else you need?
To meet our expectations.
Expectation is there, definitely. Demand is there, definitely. Those things are already available in 19th century itself.
But it's less. At the time it is less, now it is high. The
In
cost
this
is the
century-
cost is increased.
Definitely. In this century, you need network. Do you all agree? Without network, can you grow? Okay. Now come to the point. Who provides network to the bank? In other words, I'll ask straight question. What is SWIFT? What is SWIFT? Many people have worked already. Simple question I'm asking.
It's a
What is SWIFT?
channel of message passing between two banks and bank to customer.
Okay, we are there.
It's a regulatory body of controlling
It's
the
not regulatory body. Of course not.
Interbank financial transactions.
Interbank financial telecommunication, definitely agreed. Okay. What is it?
It is an institution.
Standard instant message
Instructions
types.
given.
Okay, standard message types, definitely agree. Okay.
Instruction given to between banks
Okay.
to perform some action.
Yes, definitely. I'll take it further after this sentence. SWIFT is a trust. SWIFT is a trust. It's not a company at all. It is a trust. What SWIFT does is, it is a telecommunication network. It only communicates. It communicates from one party to another party. Okay. You mentioned something to take further actions. SWIFT is not responsible for any actions. Okay. Any question here? SWIFT is a network which passes on messages to one bank to another bank or one customer to another customer. Now the question is, we use SWIFT code. What is SWIFT code?
It's a different code has different instruction type of instruction.
No, SWIFT code, big
That's
bank.
not the address.
It's an identification code for
Bank
each bank.
identification code. Okay. Who gives it?
So Swift.
SWIFT system. Wrong. Who gives?
The bank should give it.
No. Yeah, you might have heard about this International Standards Organization, ISO.
Yeah.
Okay. there is an ISO 9743. Okay, in that, if you read that, we have what? Registration authority. The registration authority, if you register, then only you will get a SWIFT code. Or, in fact, I cannot call it as a SWIFT code because it is not SWIFT code. It is BIC, Bank Identification Code. If you are using wrongly, please make it that BIC, BIC. Now, who can get BIC?
All the banks.
Okay, all the banks can get. Huh? Pardon?
Banks which has international factors.
No, it can be domestic.
Transaction is there?
It can be domestic also.
Domestic banks also have.
It can be domestic also.
Who can get it? Okay, another question I will ask you. Who is the largest shareholder in Danske Bank?
Mask.
Musk. Okay. AP? Moller Musk. Right? AP Moller Musk. He's son of Captain Peter, Alan Peter Moller Musk. Not Paul Allen. Alan Peter Moller Musk. Okay. See, this is the first 4 digits of a BIC. If you are seeing the BIC code, first 4 digit identify the BIC customer or the party. Next 2 digits will identify the country. This is AP, MM means identification of the party. DK is Denmark, it identifies the country. Copenhagen, KK is identification of the city. Last 3 digits, it belongs to the customer. He can give this information for individual branch. Now the question is, if any one of you would like to have a big code, if you want to have a big code, can you use others' big code? Whether it has to be taken from your name only. Can we take big code from your name only, or can it be anything else? Or we have the, what is acronym or something, what is that called? From the bigger word, you make it smaller words.
Abbreviation.
Acronym. Should it be only acronym or not?
Don't know.
It depends.
How it depends? I'll give an example. IRBT US 33XXX. Can you identify whose big code is this? IRBT US 33. US, you can easily identify. US is the United States. 33 is code for New York. This is this belongs to this customer for the branch.
It's not possible.
It's not. See, there was a bank called Irving Trust. Irving Trust in US. Subsequently, it was acquired by Bank of New York. Bank of New York. It is acquired by the Bank of New York. Still, Bank of New York is using Irving Trust SWIFT code. It is the responsibility of the individuals to use big code as per their whims and fancies, provided the registration authority agrees with you. Did you get my point?
Yeah.
Any questions related to SWIFT? Okay. Next, I'll come to specifics of the SWIFT. See, we use different standards in SWIFT. One is MT standards. One is MT standard. We call MT 101, MT 103, MT 202. Okay, this is MT standard. Okay. Another standard is called MX. MX where we use XML files. Okay. There is an MT standard, another one is an MX standard. Another one is files. This MT standard in B2B terminology, it is called SWIFT pin. SWIFT